Very good morning, all my dear students at Government First Grade College and the students of other college as well. Let me take you through the presentation of the video presentation where you could see me as well. The problem here, right? I have shared it. I hope you all have started following what I have been telling you to understand in a much better, easy manner. So as usually, before starting, I would want everybody to have the notes with you along with the pen. Just don't have the pen as well as the notes with you. That means your all sense organs should be starting their work, right? For example, you are viewing, right? So your eyes are working and you are listening. Your ears are working, correct? And your mind should be working. That means it should be sensing what is here written, what is here being actually visible, and what is that which is understanding, correct? So my appeal again, please, to everybody that 1 minute manager video has been already sent. I've received very few feedbacks, right? I want everybody to listen, send your feedback using at least several paragraphs, because the video actually ends with 1 hour 36 minutes also, correct? So it has got lots of things to add value to your existing studenthood and future careerhood, right? So please don't neglect. Then after watching this particular video, you need to send immediately, instantly your feedback. Okay. So after the feedback, before conclusion, right, you need to write your sincerely, your obediently, your faithfully. Below that, you write your signature, that means name, and below that mention class and the section. Okay. So it helps me to understand much better who has viewed it and who has really got the benefit out of it. Thank you. So this is illustration number 10 from the following balances prepared departmental trading and profit and loss account of 7 traders for the year ended 31st March 2015. So opening stock A department B 22 19,800 purchases A B 1,45,000 2,34,000 sales department A department B 1,93,200 and 2,89,800. The wages has been given separately A B 6,000 8,000. Rent is given together 12,000. Correct? Correct. So salaries 42,000. Other expenses 8,000. Additional information. Goods were transferred at cost by Department A to Department B, 2,400. By Department B to Department A, 2,000 rupees. 1 minute. Yeah. So this is what interdepartmental transfer, A to B and B to A. So when A department, see, is transferring goods at cost is given, right? So I'm, what is this? Yes, this is what? Department A to Department B. What does it mean? For Department A, it is sales, right? For Department B, it is purchases. So in Department B, you would be writing on debit side, right? Debit side. And Department A, you would be writing on credit side, correct? So here interdepartmental means again by Department B to Department A. So again it reverses. That means For department B, it is purchases, and department A, it is sales, correct? Okay. Then second point is services rendered by department B to department A included in wages 800 rupees. So very simple. So here wages, correct? Wages. So here including how much? 6,000 and 8,000, isn't it? So in department A it is 6,000, department B 8,000. So here, services rendered by B department to A department included in wages 800 rupees. Correct? So here it means, see, yes, rendered by B department means for B department it is income. For A department it is expenditure. Correct? So what should be done? From the B department, see here, two wages. While writing, 6,000 was A, right? 800 rupees to be added. So you get 6,800. And for B, how much wages? 8,000. You have to minus 800 because 800 rupees to be added to A, because B department has given its service to A department. Then in A department's column, it is the wages should be 6,800. For A department, it has rendered, right? B department has rendered. So in B department, it is minus, and A department, it is plus. This is the adjustment which you should be understanding. Read once again, listen once again, review once again, you'll better understand. Okay. Stock at close, department A 18, department B 24,000. Okay, you know the closing stock. Then apportion rent in the ratio of 3:2. That is salaries equally, he said. So rent, what is saying, correct? So rent is 12,000 rupees in 3:2. 3 by 5, 2 by 5. Then salaries has been given 42,000 rupees. Equally, we should give 1:1. Then other expenses on the basis of turnover, excluding transfer between A and B. Correct, no? So sales, that means turnover means sales. So excluding transfer to not to be taken into account. So 1,93,200, 2,89,800, that is the ratio, correct? So in which the sales ratio, in which this other expenses to be apportioned. So what is the ratio? Usually, so 3,200, 4,800. Yes, we'll check it. We'll check it. What is this ratio? Yes. So this is the problem, right? Okay. Right. Yes. Now see, departmental trading and profit and loss account for the year ending 31st March 2015. Opening stock 22,000, 19,800, 41,800. Purchases 1,45,000, 2,34,000, 3,79,000. See, whatever it is given, same I am writing, correct? So sales is 1,93,200 and department B 2,89,800. Same 1,93,200, 2,89,800. Total is 4,83,000. So this ratio you need to find out, correct? So which ratio? In between 1,93,200, 2,89,800. So yeah, 2:3. So this comes 2:3. What is that? Sales ratio. How come? 1,93,200 divided by 2, you make it. How much you get? Calculate, right? So now you do into 2 into 3. So this is what the ratio. Please calculate yourself, right? So it is very important to note while calculating the common figure, you just check it. Common figure is, so out of 1,93,200 divided by 2, you make it. So that is 96,600. Correct? So 96,600 into 2, 96,600 into 3. So that is our turnover ratio, right? So now there is adjustment, correct? What is that? Goods were transferred at cost. Now I just erase all this. You will better understand one by one if I explain, right? Yeah. So pay attention to and understand, okay? So it is very, very important work. So opening stock written, purchases written, sales is written, correct? So you would write closing stock as well, no problem for you. So what is the problem generally you have? So these two, right? Goods were transferred at cost. That is mutual transfer from A to B, B to A. Now it is to be considered. By department A to department B, 2,400, correct? So department A to department B. So for department A, first it is sales, correct? So transfer to A department. Correct, no? How much? 2,400. Now you have written on the debit side, transfer from B department 2,400. Correct? So by department A to department B means for department A, it is sales 24,000. Observe where I have written, correct? So in the B's column, I have written credit side. It means from A, the goods are going to B. So that is the reason why. For B, I have written 2,000, sorry, for B, for A, it is sales 2,400 in A's column. And for B, it is written in the purchases column 2,400. Similarly, the other one is reverse. So by B department to A department. So by B department, correct? So in the sales is 2,000 rupees in the B department. So the same is purchases for A department. See? So by transfer to, correct? To A, 2,400, to B, 2,000. And here it is to be reversed. So if for A, it is 2,000 purchases. For B, it is 2,400 purchases. Okay? That means A also transferred to B, B also transferring to A. While transferring, it is sales. While purchasing, it is, debiting, it is purchases. Okay. Then services rendered by B department to A department included in wages. So hence, what is to be done? So from 66,000 rupees to wages, 800 rupees added to A department. It is plus. And in the B department, it is minus. See, 8,000 minus 800, 6,000, 7,200, 6,000 minus 800, 6,800. Okay. So after taking this, you know that you would balance, right? So 2,13,600, 2,13,600 difference is 37,800 gross profit for A department. C, 3,15,800, 3,15,800, 52,400. And 5,29,400, 5,29,400, total is 19,200. Now by gross profit brought down 37,800, 52,400, total 1,09,400. Okay. This is what profit and loss account is. Rent. So what is the rent? See, apportion the rent in 3:2. 3 by 5, 2 by 5. 12,000. 3 by 5, 7,200. 2 by 5, 2,400. Salaries equally give 8,000 rupees. Sorry, 42,000 rupees salaries. Equally you give 21, 21. Total 42. Then other expenses on the basis of turnover. What is turnover? 2:3. Correct, no? How did you get? 1,93,200 is to 2,89,800. What is common you see? Okay. So multiply by 2 times, multiply by 3 times. So you get. Right. So 3,200, 4,800, total 8,000. Now balance it. So in both departments, you have got profit 37,800, 37,800, 6,000 profit, 71,600, 71,600, 21,800 profit for B department, and total 1,09,400, 1,09,400, 47,400. Here in this sum, it is very simple. What did they not ask? They have not asked you balance sheet. Correct? Okay. Similarly, one more sum I would explain here so we would finish very quickly. So 11th sum problem on departmental transfer at cost price only, right? So from the following particulars, prepare the departmental trading and profit and loss account. And that is first one particular, department X, department Y, department. It should be department Z, correct? So here it is. Print mistake. So make it Z. Okay. Opening stock 1/4/2014, 41,280, 33,975, 93,721. So it is being given a portion, right? Closing stock is given 32,840, 43,828, 81,626. Purchases 2,10,242. And 75,296, 1,39,109. Purchase returns is been given. So 14,382. What is to be done? So this out of 2,10,342, you have to subtract 14,382. For department Y, similarly, 75,296 purchases, 5,629 purchase returns to be subtracted. So for the Z department, 1,39,109 minus 1,823 purchase returns. Similarly, sales 4,173 and 1,54,85 and 3,62,189 sales returns. So here it is nil. Here it is to be subtracted 3,259 and here it is to be subtracted 11,217. Wages individually they have given. So 72,823, 30,084, 24,613. Now, goods were transferred at cost price as follows. Okay. So first, from X department to Y department, remember, goods are being transferred from X. So to X it is sales, right? To Y it is purchases. Okay. So that means X is transferring goods to Y 389, Z 6,679. Correct, no? Just only this answer, you check it. So that means 389 plus 6,679. Take the calculator and add it. So this is the total sales for X department. So in X department column, right, both together, if you add, you are getting 7,068, right? So this is sales for X, but for Y and Z, it is purchases. Okay. So this transaction, just check on credit side. See, X department 7,068 is written sales. This is by transfer. Debit side, same transaction, to transfer. See the second transaction, 389 by 6,679 per Z. So this is sales for X. These two are purchases for Y and Z. Okay. One by one you write. So you would not be getting confusion. From Y department to X. Now see, for Y it is sales, for X it is purchases. See, by transfer, the third one. For Y department, you are writing on the credit side because for A, it is sales. For X, it is purchases. See, on the debit side, the third transfer adjustment, see, debit side, 5,315. Okay, now see, the third one. From Z department to X department, 4,271. For to Y department, 5,801. So together, it amounts to 10,072. See, transfer the first one. Credit side, how much you have written? 10,072. So for Z department, it is sales. Correct? For X department, it is purchases 4,271. And 5,801, it is a purchase for Y department. Both put together, 10,072 is the sales for Z. Okay, now? This is the very means important and significant adjustment. If you have not understood, very simple, repeat it, review it. Okay, so revisit one cycle. Very simple. Then, office expenses 63,395, bad debts 19,823, advertising 7,293, basis of sales, he has stated very clearly. Correct, no? So usually sales less sales returns you would do, correct? Sales less sales returns. So how much is being given here? 4,173 and 1,50,826. Generally what we do, 173 and 826, if you remove, you are getting that is 4 lakh and 1,50,000. Right? So you just remove. So 400, see these three digits, 400 and 150. So find out the ratio. 5 8s are 5 3s are. Simple. That would be the ratio. So later you would find out. Okay. So in which ratio these expenses to be apportioned, right? Income tax 11,028, basis of profit before deducting income tax. Basis of the profit before deducting income tax. Remember this? There is calculation for this. I'll show it later. Okay. Stationery 921, postage 663, general expenses 39,627, insurance 1,785, depreciation 5,460 should be distributed to all the departments equally. Equally means what? 1:1:1. 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Simple. Then rent 45,437 is to be distributed on the basis of space occupied. Now, space occupied ratio is given. Department X 4, Department Z 2, Department Y 2, and Department Z 3. So 4:2:3. This is to be, rent is to be distributed. And other space is also being given 2. You should be very careful. So 4:2:3:2. The rent of other space should be distributed to the departments equally. So first you will have 4 classifications. There is an adjustment. Okay. So further explanation, I'll do that. Okay. So show the working relating to interdepartmental transfer of goods. Okay. You should be carefully observing all the calculations. Then only you will understand. So usually department trading account you would understand. 2 opening stock, correct? So 41, 280, 33, 975, 93, 720. Carefully, this is very, very important sum. And purchases less purchase returns. You know that this is to be done, correct? So we need to write 2 net purchases. And here also, sales minus sales return to be written. 4,173, 1,50,826, 3,50,972. Okay, now? Then transfers, I have already explained. So number 1, okay, for X department sales, for Y department sales, for Z department sales. And for X department purchases, for Y department purchases, and for Z department purchases. For X department, 1 time purchases, for Y department, 2 times purchases, for Z department, 1 time purchase. Correct now? This we have already recorded. Right. So then what is that? Wages to be recorded. So wages, they have set. So accordingly, we have written 72,823. Correct now? Wages, yes. They have classified. And 30,084 and 24,613. Same. But one thing they have forgotten. What is that they have not written? Total column they have not written on the debit side and even on the credit side. Your duty to write the total column. Total column you should write. Okay, before solving this. Right. So now if you get, yeah, you know that you would balance. So thereby for X, 1,40,081, 1,40,081. Difference is 1,20,432. That's a gross profit. 1,99,969. Same. And 60,053 is a profit, gross profit. Then for Z, 4,42,670, 4,42,670, 1,80,371. So by gross profit brought down 1,20,432, 60,053, 1,80,371. Now, what is rent? See, calculations we will do. That would be better for us, right? So calculation of rent. So first, X, Y, Z, and other 4 bases they have given, correct? So you need to do 4:2:3:2 that they have stated. Okay. 4 plus 2, 6 plus 2, 3, 9 plus 2, 11. 4 by 11, 2 by 11, 3 by 11, 2 by 11. Okay. So total rent, how much is being given? So here we check. Rent is 45,437. Correct? Into 4 by 11 for X, 16,523. Into 2 by 11 for Y, 8,261. Into 3 by 11, 12,392 for Z. Into 2 by 11 for other department, 8,261. Okay. Now there is one more instruction. What? This other department, that means other department rent to be apportioned equally. Equally means what? How many departments are there? 3 departments. So 1:1:1. 1 by 3, 1 by 3, 1 by 3. 8,261 divided by 1 by 3. So now if you make it, so 2754, 2754, 2753. Why? Because we don't have 8,262. 1 rupee less we have. So hence 1 rupee less has been given to department Z. Don't worry about it. It hardly makes any difference. So now rent of each department, 19,277, 11,015 and 15,145. Okay now? Now the sales ratio. Approximately I've told you, 4 lakh, 1,50,086, 826, 3,50,972. What you should do? You should be, right, taking 40, that means 4 digits cancel. 4 digits you cancel, approximately 15, and 4 digits you cancel, 35. Correct? So now see, 5 is common. 5 8s are, 5 3s are, 5 7s are. 8:3:7. So that is the ratio they have said. Some of the expenses which have to be apportioned. Okay. calculation of net profit before tax ratio. See, net profit before tax, after you calculate, so you would be getting 44,776, 17,800, 1,13,876. Okay. So then further you have to reduce. What is very common? Common you should be finding out, right? So common, if you consider, right, 44, see, 447, right? 45, it is written. That means 447, this 44.7, it happens, correct? So only it is rounded up to 45. 178, so 17.8, it has been rounded up to 18. 113.8, it has been rounded up to 114. Got it? So once again, see, 44.7 now. That means 45. 117.8 means 18. 113.8 means 114. So next digit we would be rounding up. Now 15 is to 18 is to 114. So 3 is common. So 3 15s are, 3 6s are, 3 38s are. Hence, ratio of net profit before tax is 15 is to 6 is to 38. In which this net, say, this item, income tax is to be apportioned for X, Y, Z. Now see. So total column, please add. So stationery, so equally you are giving. So 307, 307, 307. Postage, 221, 221, equally, right? General expenses, 13,209, 13,209, 13,000. Insurance, 595, 590. These expenses to be apportioned equally. That's what they said. The depreciation ratio equally is they said 1,820, 1,820, 1,821 by 3, correct? Then office expenses 28,176 and 10,566, 24,653. What is the ratio? See, office expenses, bad debts, advertising, basis of sales. What is the sales ratio? Sales ratio is 8 is to 3 is to 7. Correct? Same ratio you have subtracted. See, what is that? The office expenses, bad debts, advertising. Correct? Rental, I've already explained you. Please cross check. So, rent, how did, see? Rent calculation, working note number 1. Department X, 19,277. Y, 11,015. And Z, 15,145. Other department, it is nil. Because other departments' rent has also been distributed to all the departments in 1:1:1. Okay. So this is what the rent. Correct. And profit before tax, you know that out of this, correct, till rent of X department and Y department, Z department. If you subtract, you are getting this 44,776, 17,800, 1,13,876. Find out the ratio. So you get this ratio 15, 66, and 38. Now in that ratio, income tax is to be distributed. Correct? That's what they said. Income tax. Yes. Okay. You understood, I think. So 44,776, 17,800, 1,13,876. Correct now? This is what net profit before tax. Net profit before tax. So 1,20,432, 16,53, 1,80,377. 371 is the total. Right? So afterwards, see this completed. So you have written 44,776, 17,800, 1,13,876. Income tax you have not written. Now you are writing income tax. 2,803, 1,121, 7,103. What is the ratio? 15 is to 6 is to 38. So income tax, correct now? This is what they said in the particular sum. No, this is what let's say 11,028 is the income tax. So this is the ratio. What is the ratio? 15 is to 60, 6 is to 38. So thereby you are getting say income tax 2,803 for X, 1,121 for Y, 7,103 for Z. Now you balance it. Now you get balance. This is surplus. For X department 41,972, for Y department 16,679, for Z department 1,06,773. Thank you for watching. I think a lengthy video it has become today. Don't worry. So revise it, review it. At least this particular sum, try to solve 3 to 4 times. Send your valuable feedback. Thank you for your patient listening and making the notes as well. So please rush with your feedback. Thank you, one and all. This is Suresh Babu MG from